To order on January 8th at 4:30 p.m. Starting off, we have roll call.
Okay, when I call your name, please say present. Chair Lashinsky,
Present.
Vice Chair Kelly,
Present.
Commissioner Crawford,
Present.
Commissioner Howell is absent, Commissioner Kinzelberg,
Present.
Commissioner Malekian,
Present.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Present.
Commissioner Sue,
Present.
and Commissioner Yui is absent as well. Let the record show 7 commissioners are present.
All right, moving on to the next item is the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Next up are any special presentations and proclamations we have.
There are none.
Hearing none, we're going to go on to oral communications and directions to staff.
And so we have 2 speaker slips tonight. We'll start with Barbara Gordon. You have 3 minutes to address the commission.
Thank you very much for letting me speak. I am the program director, and I'm here today to share some information with you about a youth group, the Changers, which are one of San Diego Alliance for Drug-Free. It's one of their prevention programs. The Changers consisted of mostly of Hispanic students that attend one of the high schools, the 4 high schools in our district. And they meet monthly to kind of combat the influences of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use. Their goals are to educate the community, their peers, civic leaders, about the dangers of underage drinking, smoking, vaping, marijuana, and other drug use. These teens recognize the high-risk behavior that accompanies drinking and drug use. The Changers are encouraged to improve their neighborhood, participate in the process through speaking out on important issues. I said through their advocacy work, the teens hope to make a difference in their school and the community. The Environmental Commission has smoke-free multi-unit housing on their work plan for the next 2 years. And the Changers are interested in advocating for this good policy that will make lives of those that live in apartments and their families, it'll make it better. And what we're asking is it would be great if the Youth Commission would consider supporting the smoke-free multi-unit housing policy when it comes up as well. That's it.
And our next speaker is Nicole White.
Yay. Thank you for having me here. I'm back. So I am here on behalf of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts to say thank you to the Youth Commission for spending your time volunteering at the annual holiday parade for 2024. So the parade was the largest one yet, and I'm going to let the pictures just stay for a second, but the parade was the largest one yet with 106 entries. And this was the first year that we were looking for somebody to set the pace of the parade, which you guys accepted the challenge and were the first ones down the parade route. And we really appreciate that because last year the parade started with all of our fabulous elected officials and fire trucks and ambulances, and they were all in cars and they just zoomed down the road. And then there was this huge hole in the parade where the walkers that followed them.
I added that to the list.
Do you like that? That the walkers that followed them were left behind. So you guys set the pace, and we appreciate that. So thank you very much. And then what was really nice is that we realized that it gave us an opportunity to recognize you guys and all of your hard work and what you do for the Encinitas community. Because by you leading off the parade, the announcers were able to call out the work that you do. So we're glad that it worked that way. So as you know, because you were there, then you maybe accidentally signed up for a second pass down the parade route. So you got to do it twice, and leading Santa, and it probably may not seem like a big deal to you guys, but it is. Santa is the highlight of the parade, and we really appreciate you guys helping us keep the public's enthusiasm from, tackling Santa and being his bodyguard as you head down the parade route, and your assistance with getting that parade float together at the last minute is much appreciated. So Santa was pretty awesome. So here's just a few pictures of the evening. I know that you guys were there, so you know what happened, and you're like, please don't make me look at myself in that elf costume. You guys are such good sports. That I wanted to share with you. I know, yep, you're all up there as elves. Sorry. And here we go. You guys were kicking off the parade. Look at, your smiles are funny. Here's some highlights from the parade that you may or may not have seen before they got started. Some of the entries taken by one of our photographers. So it was really a fabulous parade. People put a lot of work into this, for sure. This was our overall winner for the year, so I don't know if you saw them. It was the YMCA Adventure Club, the Bears. And then here you guys are closing out our parade. So I just want to thank you guys and your effort. I know that it takes time and energy, and we really appreciate you.
And that concludes oral communications.
All right, moving on to item number 6. Any changes to the agenda, which I believe we have none.
There are no changes to the posted agenda.
All right, hearing no changes to the posted agenda, we'll move on to number 7, approving the December 4th Youth Commission regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve?
Vice Chair Kelly motions to approve.
Chair Lushansky seconds.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take a vote. Chair Lashinsky,
Aye.
Vice Chair Kelly,
Aye.
Commissioner Crawford,
Aye.
Commissioner Hubble,
Aye.
Commissioner Kinzelberg,
Aye.
Commissioner Malekian,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Aye.
Commissioner Sue,
Aye.
and Commissioner Yui is absent, so the minutes are approved.
So, moving on to item 8A, we have our Youth Commission work plan.
Supervisor Camarano will step in at this point. So as Commissioner Kelly pointed out, some of the actions or the projected outcomes for your work plan have been moved around to the wrong sections. They will be updated correctly in the next work plan to be edited. As you guys know, the January 23rd, you guys are meeting at Pacific View at 4:30 for a tour. Specifically, the ad hoc needs to be there. Everyone else is invited and should attend if they can, but it is not mandatory, except for the ad hoc. And then with mobility, and the Bike Coalition, we are in communication with Nick Buck, and we are working to figure out what exactly we will be doing with that commission. Intergenerational, you guys, who wants to talk about intergenerational and what events we have coming up?
All right, Chair Lashinsky, I'll say some words about it. So currently, we've been working with the Senior Commission to set up, for one, a techie tutoring date. And Techie Tutors, for anybody who doesn't know, is an event we host where high schoolers who can tutor senior citizens in using their technology, such as how to organize their photos or send an email or change their passwords, stuff like that. And we've been working with them. We have a date set up. I don't believe I recall it off the top of my head. We're working on getting members to sign up. And does anybody else in the ad hoc care to comment or no? All right, I guess that's it then.
All right. And then moving on to the Habitat and Environmental, I believe we have a speaker coming in as well. Did you want to jump in, Commissioner Kelly?
Yeah, Mr. Fadness, I think is how we say his last name, is coming in February for Way Zero, an organization he founded. And I also, I don't know if we've reached out to DeWolf yet. We have, okay. So we probably will be doing that in a couple months. If for people who aren't on the commission last year, we go and do a habitat restoration project. Last year we did it at the strip of, I'm trying to think of the description of it. It's Moonlight Beach. And do you know where the tennis courts are, like the pickleball courts are? So that's where we did it. We did some habitat restoration. So that was like weed pulling. We planted a lot of native plants. That was a part of our habitat stewardship last year.
Yes, Moonlight Parcel is what we worked on last year, correct? Thank you, Commissioner Kelly. And then, yes, the email has gone out to Joe DeWolf. He said he doesn't have dates yet for the new year, so I'm just waiting on an email back, or we're all waiting on an email back from him. I believe you guys are all on that email, so it should go into your emails. Those of you who are on the ad hoc. Youth advocacy, as we've seen, we already completed. Arts Commission initiatives. Again, I will move the tour down to the Arts Initiative so that.
Commissioner Hubble, just wanted to
Yes.
confirm that date is the 23rd?
Yes, it's a Thursday, January 23rd.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yes, it's outside our normal days. It's a Thursday. Unfortunately, it was from your guys' email responses, it was the most replied to day of all the days. And then youth health and safety initiatives. We have the Santa Fe Christian Club coming to speak about youth health and autism. And then STEM engagement. Do you want to give us a quick update on where we're at with STEM engagement?
Yeah, sure. So currently, I'm gonna send out a poll. I believe, since I got the dates for all of the competitions yesterday, so I'm gonna send out a poll giving the dates for the next 3 STEM competitions in the San Diego area, and everyone can respond with their top 2 or 3 best days. And from those, I'll select 1 or 2 and let the organizers know that the youth commissioners would be willing to help set up, take down, and check in members. Along with that, I'm also collaborating with a few of the STEM local leaders, such as a coach for multiple high school robotics teams and the head of FTC San Diego, to try and see if any of them would be willing to speak at a youth commission meeting. However, I have not heard back yet.
Okay. And then finally is our bylaws creation, which we've been working pretty adamantly on. I know that we have a little bit more formatting to do and having some discussions, hopefully with the director, and seeing what his input is. Do you guys have any other additions on your work plan or anything you want to discuss before we move on?
Commissioner Hubble, just to circle back to youth health and safety, I know we were talking about doing some sort of ocean booth situation. I know Commissioner Kinzelberg, you were, yeah.
Commissioner Kinzelberg. Yeah, I can talk about that. I emailed the person that I worked on the ocean safety booth last time with, and he has since retired, and he gave me a contact, and he introduced me to this new person, the captain of this organization, I think it's the Encinitas Life Saving Association. And I'm going to kind of ask what dates they're thinking for an ocean safety booth. And yeah, so progress is being made.
Awesome, wonderful. Okay, so the ocean safety booth we're waiting on dates. Correct, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, just one more thing.
No, of course.
For arts, just wanted everyone here to know we are just to circle back from the presentation that we got in December, that that Youth Arts Commission is still accepting applications. So if you guys could please let your art teachers at your respective schools know, there's a link on the city website somewhere. But on behalf of the art department, we would really appreciate if you could try to get some applications in.
Yeah, Vice Chair Kelly, I did send an email to the SDA Arts Department and Principal and the PRS Head of our Arts and hold up, I had one more in here. The Oakcrest Principal too. So I did hit up a couple schools on that one.
Thank you guys for getting that information out there. And those are good updates. Thank you guys for bringing those up. Is there anything else on work plan related stuff that you guys wanted to talk about? Okay, I think we're good, David.
All right, moving on to, I believe, section 9 now. Any information or any department updates we have from Service Manager Hamer.
Manager Hamer here. Happy New Year. And as Nicole had said, thank you, Supervisor White. Thank you so much for your work and your support in the holiday parade. It made such a difference, as you could see. Current updates, though, are the Pacific View Arts Center hosted a successful open house last Saturday, showcasing their diverse arts programs to a sunny and enthusiastic community, and that was a great success. Upcoming events we have are Friday, January 25th, the Music by the Sea concert featuring the San Diego Music Society. That's hosted at the Library Community Room, and tickets are available on the city website now. I also wanted to note the Techie Tutor event that you guys are overseeing. That's a collaboration with the Senior Commission, and that is on Saturday, February 1st, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I'm sure the chair of the commission can let you know, like any volunteers or people who can help really make a difference. And I know the seniors who attend really appreciate the extra help. So hopefully we can have everybody there smiling and helping with devices. Another upcoming event, or this is a deadline, this is for the Youth Piano Concerto competition that they have hosted last year. It was very popular. You have to send a video of your performance by March 26th, and that's all on the city's website, also under arts. But if you have any friends who are esteemed, intense piano enthusiasts and players, you might want to spread that word. We do have upcoming events, and I'd love for you to save the dates. I know it's on our agenda as well, that calendar, but I'm just going to remind you, we have our spring egg hunt. That's a Saturday, April 18th, 10 to 2. It always, what is it? 19th, oops, wrong date, the 19th, 10 to 2. Elle's in charge of that, which is why she corrected me. But we always need extra help with passing out the eggs, keeping the kids in order. It takes really a huge team, and we really rely on volunteers for that one. Arbor Day will also be happening in April. I don't have the exact date for that yet, but I know Vice Chair Kelly has participated in that. It's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding to plant your tree in your community and know that you played a role in that. We'll also have the movie in the park. That won't be till Saturday, May 3rd, but it's also another fun event that you could volunteer or participate in. And more importantly, the exciting news is we had a meeting before this meeting with our IT department and some of the youth commissioners to talk about potential geocaching enhancements at some of our events. We'll have to go through a lot of different steps to see if we can elevate that and get approval for it, but I'm pretty hopeful, and we think that engaging the public in our events and geocaching at the same time will really add an extra fun feature to what we offer. So thank you for that ad hoc who's brought that forward. I think it's going to be a win-win. And again, just again for the gratitude for the holiday parade, and excited for 2025 and all the new and different things we'll achieve, from bylaws to geocaching to the health and safety initiatives. I'm really excited about this year. Thank you.
All right, going next, we have commission member initiated agenda items, which I believe we have none. Hearing none, we'll go on to future agenda items, which will be added by commission members, which I also believe we have none. All right, hearing none, we'll go on to commission reports from Roundtable. I'll start. At Pacific Ridge School, we just got back from our winter break, so everybody's getting back into the swing of things. There's a robotics competition this Saturday, and a lot of our winter sports are ending, and a lot of teams are starting their training for their spring sports. Go tennis.
Vice Chair Kelly, the funny one is me and Cheryl Sedgky both do academic team together. He did not bring up our competition on Thursday, so yeah.
Commissioner Crawford, nothing to report.
Commissioner Hubble, at Santa Fe Christian, we returned from our winter break yesterday, and we are getting back into the semester with our winter sports in the middle of their season, heading for playoffs, and our spring sports, starting their preseason workouts, including girls basketball and our CIF runner-up boys volleyball team. We also, our theater department is having their annual spring musical, Guys and Dolls, at the Star Theater, March 7th, 8th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. So check that out.
Commissioner Kinzelberg, Pacific Ridge has a play, Burial at Thebes, from January 23rd to the 25th, and everybody's welcome. And my service learning group, the North County Poverty Service Learning Group at Pacific Ridge, is doing a kind of partnership with CRC, which is a local Encinitas organization that has a food pantry, and we're going to do a food drive at the end of January.
Commissioner Malekia, nothing to report. Commissioner O'Malley, at CCHS, we just got back from winter break yesterday, and towards the end of the month, we have our junior and also senior retreats coming up, so we're looking forward to that.
Commissioner Sue, nothing to report.
All right, now that we've finished that, we're on to item number 13, which I believe is adjournment. So I hereby adjourn this meeting at 4:53 p.m. on January 8th.